Silent Z, welcome back to another video, and you might notice that this feels a little awkward. I'm recording in the dark and it is cold as hell in here, and I'm trying to get this done as much as possible because I know there's a lot of things that we need to talk about in 2025, specifically with the new Marvel Rivals season, with the Fantastic Four, which I'll get into in a second. But first, let me just say, thank you guys so much for so much of the support that we did at the beginning of my YouTube channel. I know for a good couple of weeks, but we're going to be doing more content later on as the weeks progress and as the year progresses. So really, I just want to talk about the Fantastic Four season. There's really nothing else to talk about. I saw the trailers, I saw the gameplay, and I've seen the patch notes. And all I'm going to say is, Jesus Christ, Namor is going to be even more annoying than he already is. Not to say that Namor is really one of the worst characters in the planet. It's just that he's just one of those characters that you mostly see if the opposition has a really good team. And I guess in terms of the usability for him is probably going to skyrocket now, because not to say that he was never useless, but for rarely in season 0 I hardly see him. The only time I really hardly see him in a competitive match is based on just a team who knows what they're doing, and sadly most of the teams that I usually get are very different than the people that I usually fight. And the thing is about that is that sometimes I get paired with people that, quite honestly, I don't know if they just lost 2 IQ cells. It's kind of just like I'm that one kid in school, and yet I always get this bad luck where I always fail in my tests. I don't pay attention even though I'm literally just locking in, and yet for some reason my other classmates are just getting the best luck they can ever get. Again, I don't know if this is happening to me. I mean, I recently went 2 to 9 on competitive mode just trying to get to platinum alone, and that's not even the worst part. I've seen people get to Grandmaster, I've seen people get to Eternity, One Above All, I've seen people get to Diamond. I can't even get past Gold. I can't even get past, and it took me almost 2 weeks to finally get past Gold. Again, we're not going to talk about this because I said to myself that Platinum 3 is going to be the last placement I want to be in the season, because I frankly, sometimes I just really need to take a break from this. And usually I love the game, but may I say, the teammates that I get make this game literally impossible. There will be once in a blue moon where I usually get a really good balanced team, or sometimes I get the greatest team in the planet. But other times, this is normally what my teams are. It's 3 duelists, 1 tank, and 2 healers. Or it could be 4 duelists and 2 healers, 3 supports, and only 2 duelists and 1 tank. Or it could just be all duelists for some reason. Even on practice AI, when I'm just trying to use different characters, I always usually get a full duelist team. And I'm like, this is not a, what's that one game? This is not a standalone video game. It's not a story mode game. You don't just use duelists just to get to another opposition in a team or get kills. This is what I always keep saying, and I said it before and I'll say it again. You can't do damage in this game if you do not have tanks that can cover you, or support or strategists that can heal you. That's the key word, heal. But you know what? I'm gonna just move on before I get tilted. So the Fantastic Four stuff, you know, with the new season, with all the new skins, I've seen that Wolverine. I was about to say Weapon X, basically Weapon X. That would be pretty cool. Weapon X as like a costume for Wolvie, but still, I did see the patch notes. I did see what can I expect. First of all, I am so glad that I'm going to see Hela and Hawkeye a little less, because I always hate that I always see a Hawkeye. Because the thing is, Hawkeye is not a hard character to fight against. It's just that sometimes his aim is not always accurate, but it will still hit you anyway. You can literally be just like this, or literally off to the side, and you're right in front of me, and then when I shoot here, for some reason the hitbox thinks that, oh, oh, wait a second, I'm actually in over here. So the arrow instead just goes for the person that's right in front of you instead of right at you. You get what I'm saying? I know it sounds a little confusing, but again, I've seen so many clips on like Reddit, on Discord, even on Instagram, which go follow down below. It's so overused, and I'm so glad that Hawkeye after season 1 is gonna take a bit step down in quality, because I heard that his building up his arrow is a little longer than previously. And another thing, that Hela, I'm so sick of Hela being in literally almost every game I play. And you can basically say the same thing about Iron Fist. I'm surprised that out of all the backlash and all the not even backlash, it's more of like just a voice of concern that, you know, I've seen way too many Iron Fist. Turns out he's not going to get nerfed for some reason. I mean, the thing is about Iron Fist is not a hard character to fight. Is he annoying? Yes, but you can easily just beat him with a tank. But that's the problem. You can only beat him with a tank. Maybe as a duelist you can get lucky if you manage to get the drop on him, do a couple of headshots, or maybe if Mofus's moves are in cooldown. But really, mostly every single time when you fight this character, you're 100% going to lose. Same thing with Spidey. Spidey's spider punch literally is like a full hitbox. You don't even have to put in contact. You just go up and then boom, you just hit somebody without them being right in front of you. So I'm glad that my boy Spidey is getting a nerf. As much as I love Spidey, and trust me, he's literally my favorite superhero of all time. I think that he needs that nerf, because I just can't stand seeing a Spidey in every single game. If I see a Spidey in my game, I'm just gonna you know what, man, just toss the controller to the ground. But let's just get back to the Fantastic Four characters. Invisible Woman kind of looks broken. And I've already know that her Malice skin is, well, let's just say it's very revealing. But I have respect for Susan Storm, so I'm not going to do that here. Reed Richards looks broken. I think he could be one of my mains for sure. We still don't know anything about Thing or Johnny yet. I do know that Thing is going to be a tank, and Human Torch is also going to be a duelist, so he'll be joining Reed Richards. So it's going to be pretty interesting about the Fantastic Four. I'm really glad that they're just doing half of it, because again, this is a full season. It's going to go on until maybe at least like March, so we'll have plenty of time to visit all the characters. So really, that's all I got to talk about in that front. There is one more thing that I would want to tell you guys, is basically that in the updates that are coming into this channel, I'm obviously going to be doing some different type of videos. There's a video that I want to do, like a mini series called like Iron Man Cheese, where I basically just use maximum pulse and treat them as orbital strikes as I kill 3 to 5 people from above. It's going to be edited very simplistic, and it's going to coincide with the memes, you know, like Jarvis, Solo Ult, Solo Ult, the mother who only had a single children of 4, or whatever it is. But yeah, it's basically that. And another thing that I also want to talk about is that since I'm in college right now, and apparently I'm in my last I'm in my last year for it, pretty much, I will basically be limiting my gaming hours. And by that, I mean, you're probably going to see videos less frequently, because I really need to lock in. And you should know, if you know me, I do not play around when it comes to being close to the finish line. All I want to do is get to that finish line, finish it, and move on. That's not to say that I'm not going to disabandon this channel. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of things that's going to come onto this channel. We're obviously going to talk about some more news, some more stuff. It's just that lately I've been just so focused on, you know, setting up for these last couple of semesters for the year, and really that's really all I've been focusing on. I have to get this done, because otherwise, I mean, I could probably move to somewhere else, and really I would just not have enough time to make a lot of videos. But just rest assured that you will be seeing videos less frequently this time around. I know that sounds kind of a bummer, but really, I just can't. I'm just making a lot of moves this year. I'm making a lot of moves. So really, I just kind of want to just focus on that front and, you know, basically just go with the flow. So that's it. That's really all I wanted to say. And make sure you press that like, that subscribe, turn on those notifications so you won't miss out on future videos. Season 1 is going to be pretty fantastic. Yeah, you can unsubscribe. You can unsubscribe. But no, but in all seriousness, I'll see y'all in season 1. So like, share, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you won't miss out on any future videos. This is your boy Silent Z, and I'll catch you later.